Hello everyone, it's Inno here. How are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to talk a little bit about reaching for your creative palette because we're still at the baby steps of getting to true flow state. We're trying to get a method here which is a really surefire way to get to a flow state. So right now we've got these three modes: the inspirational mode, the creative mode, and the receptive mode. I suggest once you get practice at reaching inspirational mode, you spend most of your time in the creative mode. And then you get into flow state pretty easily, I'd say. But yeah, let's see what I wrote down here. I wrote down that there are two ways I can describe to you to find your creative palette. First one is quite abrupt and drastic, and the second one is more natural. So the first one is to extrapolate yourself from your environment like instantly. Like you just realize that you're more than what your body is instantly. You just try to extrapolate yourself from your environment and realize who you can be and who you are immediately. Now, if you have trouble doing this because you're tied to situations and your mind is racing on, then meditate first, free yourself from thoughts, get yourself comfortable, maybe lay down or sit down, and then you should be able to do it. The second method, which I already talked about, is realize that having a present form in his life isn't so uncommon. And that then empowers you to really see what your own potential is. So you can reach for your creative abundance from there. And in a sense, you have to apply yourself to both strategies because you want to find your own intimate place of pure peace, or the I am. And in the beginning, it's a trick to stay at the gateway of the I am and to stay with this high energy potential most of the time. But once you start seeing more and more that life is this universal language that's spoken, then you're free from resistance. Then you don't even have to look for it so much, you know? Then you can just put yourself in the creative mode whenever you want. So yeah, I wrote down that if you find yourself getting the hang of at least one of these methods, at first reaching for your creative palette, then proceed to observe and meditate a lot so you can find pure peace and freedom, and use this as your primary energy for awakening. And once you get stable in your pure place of freedom and peace, you'll be able to reach for abstractions of love, different emotions and tones of energy. You'll be able to get creative with it. That's when you switch from inspirational mode to creative mode. At first, you'll be feeling like these awakenings are more happening from something outside of yourself, or something that's empowering yourself, and then you shift to the creative mode and you feel like you're more in control and you'll be able to craft with these emotions and states. You can really use your personal taste to achieve what you want to have in your life. I've uploaded the energy entity draw. The description about energy entity draw I uploaded lately. Be sure to check that out if you want a good guideline on how to reach your first entity or first awakening flavor or taste, I'd say. Yeah. And there's also a good example of what you can do with it. There's a video example of me manipulating my phone with energy and emotions. So I'm really into gaming. And I like to apply my spiritual experiences to real life. I like to recognize how I can influence the people around me. From a place of freedom, of course, so there's no pressure. But I like to uh, influence things and people. And yeah, if you keep having these wonderful experiences, which you craft through the creative mode, with good emotional states, you'll attract the people into your life who tie into these states. You'll be in a place of unconditional love where it doesn't matter what comes to you since you're the master of your own ability. And I feel like that really ties in with what Abraham Hicks tries to tell us, that you want to get into alignment with yourself and you'll be the master of your own ability, right? You'll be getting these feedback loops of pure positive energy, and that's just where you live. That's the flow state you're trying to achieve. I have some description on how to manifest the fruits of your creative sessions. Embrace positivity and love as much as you can. Give them a place that you desire and push off negative forms as far as you can as well. Now, that's a simplified example since you can give everything the place it deserves, no matter how complex you want to have it. Just, I suggest you get more complex with the good states than the bad states. Because you can get really tied up in the bad states, and opposingly, if you get tied up with the good states, that's not really an issue because you're just in good states, right? So you want to focus mainly on the good states, but be sure to give everything a place, and don't be discouraged if you have some negative emotions and negative experiences, because they're all part of it, and you can really assign those a good place as well. Just go for satisfaction in that regard. But overall, you want to be the living and breathing embodiment of all that you desire. Don't overthink too much what you want, just be an embodied state of it, and good things will follow. So yeah, you want to be in states where you can kiss your own emotions as good as they are and have them be really enjoyable to work with. You don't literally have to try to kiss your emotions, of course, but you can. You can basically fall in love with life from where you are. And yeah, you can basically be in love with life to the point of not needing a lover. So if you go from there, that's just a pretty specific example. If you want to find your future lover, then you can just be in love with life and with emotions and states. And then once you fall in love with those emotions and states, you attract a lover who supports those emotions and states as well. So yeah, negative beliefs a place, give negative beliefs a place as well. And I wrote down a breakthrough assignment. Let's see what it is. Okay, so if you reach a breakthrough, you're really enlightened and you feel at a really positive note with life around you, and you feel like everything is just happening for a reason, and this reason is just pure positive energy. You can have your creative interactions be optional for others. You can put in a lot of power anyway, but be sure you're not pushing yourself onto others with this, as there's no need to. You can find joy from wherever you are. So that basically sets you free as well to experience more of what you want. And it doesn't make you so heavily reliant on what's happening around you as well. But the paradox about that is that you're already really aligned with everything that's happening around you when you're in the enlightened state. So this breakthrough assignment is basically the easiest one I can give you. As you work with yourself and your own breakthroughs and your own enlightenments, you'll get into this. You basically encounter this dilemma for yourself. It's not really a dilemma. It's more of a an assignment or a personal belief system you go through. And yeah, I suggest you try it. Okay, guys, that's the video for now. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it as always. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Leave a comment if you want to. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.